What is up, Journal Babes? It's Dallas Gordon here, the owner of JournalJunkBox.com and DGJournals.com. And I could not have a month like Mental Health Month and not come in and share some important journal prompts that can help you during Mental Health Month and beyond. In any month, I wanted to share 5 journal prompts for mental health awareness today. So I'm really excited about sharing these. Just some quick reminders before I get started. If you have never been to this page before, the Journal Junk Box is a subscription box for everyday people who want to pick up their pen and just start journaling. We provide you with office supplies, pens, journals, and lifestyle products every single month to brighten your day. So definitely be sure to check us out, and some information about us is in the description box. We also have a special promotion that we are running this month where you can get your very first box free. We have a box for kids. We have a smaller subscription for those who want to spend a little less and want less items. And we have our regular full-size box as well. You can get your first box free if you subscribe to a 6 or 12 monthly plan, and that's just an amazing promotion. So check it out. So just to come in, guys, and share these journal prompts, I had actually shared a few of them last week over on our Instagram account at Journal Junk Box. And mental health is super important to me, especially in relationship with writing in your journal, because I've shared many times with my journaling community that one of the main reasons I started this business was because for quite some years of my life, I struggled with anxiety and depression and trauma as well, and post-traumatic distress as well. And one of the major tools that I used to be able to overcome this in my life was having a safe space to be able to write out and process my feelings. I think that sometimes we are feeling things, and when we don't take the time to acknowledge what we are feeling and think about it and process it on paper, we could be feeling a way and we have no idea what's happening or why or where it came from or where it started or whatever the situation is if we don't take time to reflect on that. So journaling is just a really, really positive tool for you to be able to be authentic, be able to be open and honest, and take any pent up anger or sadness or whatever's on the inside of you and reflect that out of yourself and onto paper. And it's so powerful. Okay, so one of the first, number 1 journaling prompts that I want to share with you is, what are 3 things you're grateful for and why? To this day, when I'm feeling heavy, I try to make a daily attempt to every single day go to my journal and write down my gratitude list. I like to make a list of all the things that I am grateful for. I like to do that every single day. I also like to speak that gratitude out loud as well. But anytime I'm feeling heavy or sad, or sometimes you're heavy and you don't even know why you're feeling the way that you are, going back to what I'm grateful for always kind of sort of helps to give me perspective and also like a reset. It also resets my joy. And so I will do it in prayer. I will talk to God about all the things that I'm grateful for in prayer. I'll do that on a daily basis so that I can just be reminded of how good God is. I will also do that in my journal as well, where I just write a list. I used to do the 3 things grateful list, so that's a great place to start. But I had a friend of mine to tell me don't stop at 3, to just keep listing until you feel empty, until you've given thanks for everything that you can think of on that list. That's when you really start to feel really, really good. And that joy comes back to you when you remind yourself of the many things that are going right in your life, even if it's small, like I just woke up today, or I'm able to walk around, or I have food to eat. Even if that's a small thing to you, it's a big thing to somebody. So I feel like it's worth giving thanks for. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Number 2 is to write down 5 positive affirmations about yourself. And I think anytime you are reaffirming you, it's always very, very powerful, because we live in a world where it's so easy and tempting to compare ourselves to other people. We A lot of us are constantly looking through the lens, especially of social media, where people are constantly sharing what they did good lately or what's going right in their life. And it's not really a real picture of what's really happening in their lives behind the scenes. And that's what makes comparing yourself so darn dangerous. Okay, so getting a pen and actually writing 5 positive affirmations about yourself. If you were looking you in the mirror and you had 5 things positive to say to you, what would you say? Would you reaffirm your smile? Would you reaffirm and thank yourself for how kind you are, right? What would you say? Would you reaffirm yourself about how peaceful you are, how loyal you are, maybe your last accomplishment or whatever the situation might be, how loving you are, how understanding you are, how you're a great listener, how beautiful you are. What nice can you say about yourself today? Get down with your pen and your paper and write about those things. So most of the time when I do these videos, I like to share what I'm writing with. I'm still kind of hanging with the same journal, guys. I just shared it last week on Instagram. I'm still hanging in my travel journal. I will say that I do write in multiple journals. I'm one of those people that have a journal in every room, so I don't just stick with one. And in my office, I'm still sticking with this crystal pen as well. And we have both at dgjournals.com, where we often sell some of our leftovers from the box there. So definitely check it out if you're interested. Okay, so number 3 is reflect on a recent challenge you faced. How did you handle it? And what can you do better next time? So let's just say the recent challenge you faced wasn't necessary. You didn't necessarily handle that in a negative way. Maybe you handled that wonderfully. Well, it's still great to be able to see how there are some good things that you are doing and look at those. But if you didn't handle the challenge well, take time to show yourself some grace, but also to reflect on how you can handle that challenge better next time. So I'm going to read that one again. Reflect on a recent challenge you face. How did you handle it? And what can you do better next time? Number 4 is, how am I feeling? What triggered the feeling? And how can I better handle this emotion moving forward? So if you are feeling off, kind of taking time to reflect on how you're feeling and what actually triggered it. Because as I said before, what I found about myself, especially when I was struggling with serious anxiety and depression, was that I would wake up out of bed some mornings, or I would be fine at the start of the day. And then throughout the day, I realized I'm feeling really off. And me stopping, getting out my journal and say, okay, how am I feeling? Well, I'm feeling a little down right now, and I feel like there's something underlying. There's a reason why, but I don't know what it is. So then if you ask yourself, well, what triggered that feeling? You may find that something that was said on TV earlier that caught your ear, or a family member, they didn't put back the butter. I don't know. But it could be anything large or small that may have triggered and thrown your mood off. When you take time to reflect on that and then ask yourself, how can I handle that emotion better moving forward? You have time to write about that. And maybe whatever somebody did really wasn't the biggest deal, but you really just needed to reflect and process it. That can help you to move forward next time that person does that thing. The last one is, what are your favorite self-care activities and why? Mental Health Month, as well as, like I said, any month of the year. But right now we're focusing on Mental Health Month, okay? How are you prioritizing you? That's why, I created this box, because I wanted for people to have something for themselves, just their stuff, their stuff that makes them happy on a monthly basis. What can you do for you? Whether you're drinking out that special cup, or you're coloring with those special markers, or writing with a special pen that's just for you. This is your stuff. This is your experience. You get to enjoy it. So what are you doing for you? What are you doing for you? And then you can write down how you will care for yourself on a particular day, or how will I go out of my way to care for myself this week? And I feel like when you write, it's powerful. When you put it down to paper, you bring it to life. You pull it from your head or from your heart and onto paper, and it helps to bring it to pass, right? I feel like you're almost like writing it in stone when you put it on paper, and then you magically remember to do certain things for yourself when you take time to reflect on what you're going to do for yourself. So I really hope that you will use these mental health journal prompts. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, or are you already journaling using one of these prompts? Let me know in the comments. If there's anybody out there who is struggling with mental health issues, on behalf of myself and the Journal Junk Box team and family, I want to send you my prayers and so much love. I want to send so much love to you. And thank you so much for spending this time with me and watching this video. And any of the links and things that I have mentioned, you can find them down in the description box. So I'll see you on the next one. Be blessed.